Access to critical services, jobs, lifelong learning, as well as cultural participation all depend on digital equity. North Carolina Central University has created a program to help level the playing field. Joining us now to talk about the Digital Equity Leadership Program is Siobahn Grady, who's an assistant professor and the program director of information science at NCCU, as well as Jessica Mitsch Holmes, the CEO and co-founder of the nonprofit Momentum. Great to have you ladies join the program. First, we'll start with you, Dr. Grady. How do you define digital equity? What does that mean?
Yeah, so digital equity defined is just how people are able to access technology. And a lot of that is not equal for everyone. There are people in rural communities or sometimes even a large city like Durham where they just may not have access to the technology, which creates what we call a digital divide. So we want people to have access so they can be up to speed, not only with technology, but have those skill sets that they need to be successful within the workforce as well.
And what one concrete way to bridge that digital divide is this Digital Equity Leadership Program. Talk about what problems and gaps you identified with this and how you hope it addresses it.
So as I was mentioning, a lot of times there is a huge gap. So with Durham being it's basically an urban city, North Carolina Central University is right at the forefront because we're in the city and there are a lot of communities right around North Carolina Central University that may not have access. That might look like people of color or elderly or those who are seasoned senior citizens who may not have access. And what we want to do, that's one of the things we outlined in our gap, is that people of color oftentimes don't have access to technology. People who are elderly or maybe senior citizens don't have access to technology or have those skill sets. So those are the things that we identified. And with COVID-19 hitting or the pandemic, that divide, it widened. And so what we want to do is we want to change what that narrative looks like so that, everyone can have access and things can be equitable for all people.
And part of this effort to change the narrative is also partnering with community partners. Let's bring in Jessica with Momentum. Talk about what Momentum is and how you're helping NCCU with this program.
Thank you. Momentum is a company focused on workforce development through training people for high-tech jobs, specifically jobs in coding and software engineering, which we know Durham, particularly downtown Durham and the areas around North Carolina Central's campus, those jobs have been growing over the past several years and will continue to grow. So we are a partner with North Carolina Central, one of many partners in this effort, and we are rolling out a training program that starts on September 18th. It is a part-time, twice-a-week program that is providing Durham residents with the skill set needed to obtain jobs in the high-growth tech industry. This program, thanks to the federal grant, is for free for Durham residents. Typically, when Momentum has rolled out this program, the tuition for the part-time role is $15,000 and above. And so we are really excited about this partnership and this federal grant because this is training, this is job skills education that is now going to be offered through North Carolina Central and Momentum's partnership to Durham residents for free.
Jessica, that is awesome. We have just a little time. Let our viewers know how they can get involved in this program if they want to take advantage of this free training.
www.momentumlearn.com. You can see applications there. We are actively taking applications and vetting for a limited amount of seats in this first program that starts on September 18th. We encourage folks to get their applications in as soon as they can.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Dr. Grady with North Carolina Central University and Jessica Mitsch Holmes with Momentum. Thank you for letting our viewers know about your efforts to work toward digital equity.
Thank you.